Hello fellow rock lovers, are you ready for some fun? Let's take these 10 little rocks and cut them in half. Where'd these rocks come from, you ask? Well, let me tell you. I bought a bucket of West Texas rocks from Teri Smith. She runs rock hounding tours out near Alpine, Texas. So I know these all came from the Alpine area. Now, if you know anything about rock hounding, you know that that area is loaded with some beautiful rocks. I've been several times myself, and I have found lots of beautiful rocks. These were small, and I thought, what am I going to do with these things? I could just toss them all in the tumbler, or I could make a little video showing you what all of these have on the inside. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to get these on my little 5-inch saw and cut them open. It shouldn't take long. As you can see, they're all very small. Will they have banding in them? Will they have color? Well, that's clearly an agate there. I honestly have no idea. These could all be duds, or we could get lucky and they could have some beauty inside. This one looks like it might have some banding. Let's find out. Follow me into the shop. Let's get these on the little 5-inch saw. We'll cut them all in half, and then we'll bring them back in here and take a closer look. All right, here we go. Let's try this first one. There. Quick peek. Ooh, good start, right? Here goes number 2. And okay. Next one. There, the cut's finished. Well, ooh, moss, I like it. Here we go. There, the cut's finished, and wow, okay. And the cut's finished. Another peek inside. Okay, more moss. Cut begins. There, it's finished. Did we get a good one? Ooh, interesting. Okay, little biscuit this time. There, the cut's finished. Is it a good one? Okay, okay. Looks like another little biscuit. Okay, what about this one? And, ooh, nice. Almost done. What about this one? There, it's cut and, ooh, nice. Okay. There, the cut's finished. Did we get a good one? Ooh. It took me about, 12 minutes to cut all 10 of these little rocks. Let's go ahead and now take a closer look at these in the order in which they were cut. We began with this one here. I've got it wet now so we can see some of the exterior details. Clear little agate. Well, what would this one have on the inside? And there you go, check it out. We have a little banded agate there. Oh, I think that's very pretty. What do you think? Nice colors in there, lots of detail. Sure, this one's a winner. The next one cut was this little agate nodule. There's no doubt about this one. You can see it's all chalcedony with something there, maybe an orange, or I don't know what you'd call that color. A darker chalcedony. Well, what does this one look like on the inside? Just what we expected. Lots of chalcedony, and there is, as you can see, some fine banding in there. Oh, sure. This one's not so bad, right? And then we got to this one, which, now that you look at it wet, you can see it's going to be a mossy agate, right? Sure, look at that. Well, and were we right, a moss? Oh, absolutely. Check that out, a very fine mossy agate. I do love these, and they are very common out there in the Alpine area. Another nice rock. The last one looked like a moss agate on the outside, and in fact was a moss agate. As you can see, this next one also appears to be a moss agate. However, it looks like this one might have some more color in it. Well, did it? And yeah, you bet it did. Look at that. That's very nice. Beautiful, beautiful colors. This one might be my favorite so far. I would say we are batting 1,000 with these rocks from Alpine, Texas. We had 2 moss agates in a row. Can we make it a hat trick here? 3 in a row. What do you think? This one does appear to be, oh sure, a mossy agate. Is it? And of course it is. Look at that. This is a very common type of moss agate we find out there in West Texas. I call it golden moss, and you see that light gray chalcedony in there. That's very pretty. Once again, we're getting us some good rocks out of this batch. Now this rock clearly is different. It does not appear to be a moss agate, but it looks like it will have some good stuff in there. You see that, right? What's this one going to look like on the inside? Ooh. I tell you what, I quite like this one. I'm not sure how I would describe it. It's certainly agate-y, right? You can see chalcedony in there. No real banding, but yet lots of cool detail and interesting colors. So even though it's not a traditional moss agate or banded agate, I still think this is a good-looking rock. This one appears to be a West Texas biscuit, albeit a very small one. These are the kinds of agates that I find a lot when I go rock hounding out at the Coconut 06 Ranch near Alpine. And heck, for all I know, that's where this one came from. It's a very small biscuit, and sometimes these biscuits can be beautiful on the inside, and other times they're, well, just plain. What's this one? Okay, well, it's pretty. It has a very nice color to it. You got your little geode pocket. Not really much banding to speak of, maybe faint banding. So I'd say it's good. I'm not unhappy with this one. It looks like back-to-back biscuits this time. Another one of those West Texas biscuits. You can see the chalcedony behind the little crust right there. It almost looks like a thunder egg, but trust me, it isn't. What did this one look like on the inside? Ooh. Well, that's very pretty. Has some fine banding in there, nice light gray, sort of grayish blue color, I guess. And a little bit of edge detail. I do like that. This will make a great tumbler right here, which, by the way, all these rocks are going to end up in the tumbler, just FYI. We are down to the last 2 rocks from this little batch of 10 West Texas rocks that I got from Teri Smith out there in Alpine, Texas. This one on the outside clearly looks to be an agate. Heck, just based on the shape alone, you can tell it's an agate, right? Well, what about the, ooh, look at that. I think that's really pretty. That banding, that white sort of thin banding around that odd shape, separating those 2 shades of sort of a brownish, yellowish color. Yeah. Oh, I think this is a winner right here. I would say another successful, good-looking West Texas rock. Our last rock in this group is this, well, agate-looking nodule right here. Sure, look at that. You can see that it's loaded with chalcedony, so clearly some kind of agate. Well, what does this one look like on the inside? Wow. I think that's really pretty. It has lots of stuff in it there, as you can see. Maybe not a traditional banded agate, sure. Maybe not a traditional mossy agate, sure, but agate nonetheless, right? And I think, overall, a good-looking rock. I'd say this was a pretty successful batch of 10 rocks we just cut. Thank you all so much for watching this little agate cutting video. I think we found some good ones in this batch of West Texas rocks that I got from Teri Smith. You can look her up on the internet and probably buy some buckets yourself. I imagine she's still selling them, and she still does the trips. Spring and fall, you don't want to go out there in the summer. Trust me, it's too darn hot. She and Aaron Thomas run some amazing rock hounding trips out there in the West Texas area, and I've had the pleasure of going with both of them on several occasions, and I gotta tell you, it's a lot of fun. Once again, thank you so much for watching.